Hey, I'm Jessie Janae, and we're in a new office. Lumi HQ has moved far, far away from old Lumi HQ, 7-minute drive away. So join me for my morning brew, and let's see what we've got in our giant new mailbox today. Ooh, trade coffee. Trade is an incredible coffee subscription company that has you take an online quiz and then sends you hand-picked coffee brands tailored to your tastes. Let's see what their box is like. Outside of the box, a couple things I can notice immediately. Two-color printing. There is this orangey red color and there is black. Drinktrade.com, and then in the orangey color you got a flood coat on a part of the box. It actually goes under the label, and then they've got their social handles, and then boom, trade. I like this because when it's sitting on my doorstep, I can see the brand name. They are going to be paying for a second set of printing plates to get drinktrade.com in black. I think that the designer feels like that adds a nice bit of contrast to the box because this red color isn't very high contrast. Because this orangey red color is printed over Kraft, you get kind of a subdued tone to it. If this same ink was printed on white corrugate, it would pop a lot more and be a lot brighter. They're going with a natural look by actually just printing directly on the Kraft itself. Then they're speaking to me. They say, "Hello, coffee maker," or are they? Are they speaking to the robots? I don't know. Also noted, clear piece of tape to keep this box closed. You can't really see it, it disappears because it's clear. Shipping label, gotta have one, necessary, but also fun. This tells me where it's gonna go. I'm gonna show you something that you might not notice on your own, you plebeian viewer. All right, it says Joe Coffee Company as the return address. Now, something I happen to know is that the coffee companies themselves that Trade works with ship out the beans, max freshness, also kind of getting it direct from the source. That's really cool. So there's actually a little peek into what you're getting inside the box on the outside because it's in the return address. So, spoiler alert, other than the spoiler alert, I do like how the box itself is really just the size of a shipping label plus about a ½ inch on either side. This allows for a nice place to actually put the label. It doesn't have to fold over an edge. That's really important. If you don't have a side of your box that's at least 4x6, you will have a really hard time using a standard shipping label and not having scan errors. What's a scan error? A scan error is when your box goes through a normal carrier like USPS or UPS and they have scanning issues with it, and then it's going down a conveyor and it goes, and all the boxes that are going to their destinations go boop, 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 but yours goes boop, scan error. Then your customer does not get your stuff. This looks like a roll-in tuck front box from the outside. We'll see if they throw me any curveballs when I get to the inside, but I think we're ready to open this up. I gotta get my blade out. Some people open boxes with scissors, not me. Okay, all right. Are you ready? What they're doing is very clever. This piece of corrugate has a white liner. It's Kraft on one side and white on the other. But this has the appearance to me of mottled white. Mottled white is a really common white liner paper that's used, and it's actually only 25% white, like meaning if you looked at the thickness of the paper, it'd be 25% white and 75% Kraft. That means it can use a lot more recycled content. It can use Kraft, which is less expensive as a pulp, and then you've just got that white. It's often called mottled white because of that, because it has a mottled appearance because it's not fully white all the way through. Using pure white liner is more expensive. This has a beautiful subtle look though, and not only is it white interior, but there's also an illustration printed all across the box. So there's coffee in this box, and this box is sized so that it fits different coffee bags. I can tell that the format of the box is such that it can probably also fit your other size coffee bag this way, but this bag is a little bit bigger and squatter, and so they folded it the other way, and it still fit really nicely. So I think this box is really adaptable for them. They can fit almost all normal size coffee bags. Below the coffee, you've got a cool little booklet here, and then you've got my actual packing slip, and then, dun dun dun, you've got a tiny sticker. Why do I have a tiny sticker, I ask myself, and then I open this to see that they've created a coffee bingo out of all the different brands of coffee that they ship. Now it says, game on, collect stickers with each purchase to get 5 roasters in a row. We stuck the first one for you. Tag your winning card on Instagram/trade bingo for a free bag. So I can involve my social friends, I can win free coffee. This is getting better by the minute. Now this piece of collateral is really fun. It's really simple, it involves a game, it takes me online. It has about my roaster on the back. So this is custom printed to actually explain information about my roaster. Joe Coffee Company, location New York. Fun fact, Joe had an impressive 2 finalists in the 2018 United States Coffee Championships. Now I'm personally invested into Joe Coffee. Other things going on. Welcome to Trade. You made a great choice. I agree. I'm going to take this box apart so you can see how it goes together. I was correct. This is an RETF, roll end tuck front box. Standard construction. You'll see that it's a pretty efficient box size overall. With a roll and tuck front, it's always these side flaps that stick out the farthest and create the most corrugate waste. This is not so bad, but the deeper a box gets, the more these flaps stick out to the side and the more corrugate can get wasted along the edge. Now, the corrugate that does get kind of quote unquote wasted in a box facility is recycled and reused, but it's still kind of interesting to note that when you flatten a box out, you can see how efficient its shape really is. This is kind of a small detail, but I just want to note how they carve this red color in along the bottom so that it's actually not trying to flood coat this entire bottom panel. And that's because they don't want to have to be too careful about the registration, because when you fold the box, they don't want you to see any red on this panel. So by cutting it in and giving themselves some wiggle room, it just looks like the red panel is framed on the bottom, but they don't have to worry so much about the red bleeding over the edges to the other sides. Thumbs up to prepress on this design. There's also instructions on this back panel, reorder, rate coffees, how to, and there's a pro tip, text PROBOT or the robot emoji to a certain number to opt in on easy mobile reordering and personalized coffee picks. So there's a mobile experience to texting in and replying to actually interact with Trade as well, which is pretty cool. I think it's time to roll in the recap. Trade Coffee has some really fun packaging, and I'm gonna hone in on 3 things I really like. 1, it's playful. Did I say fun? It's actually playful. There's the bingo game and everything. 2, it's versatile. This same box size serves all sorts of different coffee brands that have different size bags and everything, but they all fit nicely in this box. And 3, it's tailored. It's tailored because I took a quiz. They're tailoring the coffee that I actually received to me, and the box itself is tailored to the perfect experience for receiving a single bag of great coffee. This has been Trade Unboxed.